Alright, let's check out what this towering puzzle of tower puzzles has in store for me. Well, we have a one-way pit, so I hope I've found everything in the entire game so far that's behind me. If this actually is legitimately some sort of point of no return, I will be slightly upset because I think I actually do want to collect as much as possible in this game. I will, knowing what's likely going to happen is I'm going to get to like I'm gonna put up a commendable like maybe 90% of all the goodies in this game, but I'm not gonna get all hundo. And what I might end up doing is after I beat the game, if it will allow me, I would like to do a little last sweep through. And this one I would probably cut into some sort of montage where I will track everything that I've missed doing and get all of like the collectibles for it and whatnot. So we'll see. This looks like the introduction of the game. Don't think you can sneak that past me and I won't catch on to it. Oh, are you kidding me? It goes from blue to orange. Wow. That's some good color theory right there for you. This is actually giving me like a little, the field of view is not quite wide enough to accept that, like that spinning animation, so that was kind of on the edges at least. Well, I guess me not shutting up throughout that entire cutscene kind of undercut the cool little moment there where the Hyperlight Drifter guy was staring back at me. What bullshit? No, God. Oh. Yay! I like the whirlpool. Yay! Yay! It's bullshit. I wanted to die. That's fine. I'm gonna start lighting these things and just start going up the loading sequence. So I touched on this topic I guess 2 episodes ago at this point, possibly 3, I don't really remember, where I talked about Unreal 4 and some of the things that are built in that it does really, really well. And one of those is the ability to have different like running animation, like different animations based on how fast your character is moving, and to be able to seamlessly like speed up like the way I'm doing right now. And you can kind of, if I go from a dead standstill to full speed, you can see that the character does this whole, they do like a quick little like animation sequence where they like move up to full speed, but only after like a brief moment or two. Unreal 4 does that really, really well, and I cannot remember for the life of me what that's called, but it's like they built that technology in just to the root of the game, basically, and it was so what you do is in your character object, you have this driver variable that's like your character's speed, and you just set it from 0 to 100, and you blend the standing animation of the character with the running animation of the character, and you drive the blending variable between those two things is your speed. So as you run, you get faster, and therefore the blend between the hang on. I am not committed to going down this hallway just yet. As your character's speed increases, it blends in. Like, if your character is moving at 80, then it means that 80% of the running animation will win out over 20% of the standing animation, for example. You can do this with any sort of animation states, and it will work. And that is a really, really cool feature that's built into that engine, and I am glad to see it used to the effect that it is here. Now, I'm gonna try and find out what the hell this ghost is all about. This tunnel is kind of creepy as all hell, but far be it for me to not run towards this gigantic beaming pillar of light. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that as I get close to it, it will, like, go away. I'm gonna do a quick check behind me, make sure nothing's back there, and we're gonna run headlong into this, and the music's gonna get really, really loud. And oh, I'm all beat the hell up. I'm covered in bruises. I got scars. Man. Shit's rough, yo. Oh. What the hell? Is that a boat? Boats don't belong in the sand. This is the worst boat I've ever seen. This is so churny. I'm sorry, I don't like to compare one video game to the other so much, except for the fact that I do it all the time. But this is just obscenely Journey-esque right now. But, well, I mean, you can't help it though when you look at this game, but see all of its like glorious little influences and what it borrowed from. And you cannot tell me that there's not a Journey-esque quality to what's going on here. Except for the fact that we're apparently about to die in a hurricane. So, that's new. Alright. But yeah, I mean, you look at this game and I think of two things personally. I think of Wind Waker as a big influence, and I think of Journey as a big influence, and I think of Eco. Eco is like the strongest things that I can tell. The creators of this were a big fan of, and they felt inspired by it. Like if you look at our main character, RiME over here, he's got like the same eye kind of stylizations that you had on characters in Wind Waker, and if you look at like just the emotive qualities of it, like they really were trying to tell this narrative and sell it to you primarily through just this pathos of just making you feel all these things while you do stuff. We'll stick a pin in that thought because I'm apparently about to be judged by a bunch of spirits. And all these guys are... Okay. Well then, ain't this some lovely shit? Look at all these statues of... Fuck. Foxy pal, I see you over there. Please save me from the weird guy from I'm gonna break all the statues. I don't know if I should do that. I'm trying yelling at the statues and, well, they don't really seem to respond, so the next best thing I can do is just break them all. So I assume that like I'm going to become like one of these guys if I'm not careful in this section. I also assume that breaking them is considered like a bad thing. So I'm gonna do both. Really feel like I shouldn't be touching these things. And they're all dead. So let's go see what the fox is up to now. And I'm gonna have to get much closer to these guys. They're not looking at me, which is kind of nice. Some of them are, but it's not like a room full of things that are just staring at me as I walk through them. And the fox doesn't seem too freaked out about anything, so I guess that that could have been worse. But boy. Oh man, yeah, I'm with you there, buddy. I did not like that room any more than you did, bro. Let's get the hell out of this section. What if I just turned around and they were like all like behind me? Or like I walk into this room and like I just like hear some static and they're just like standing in a circle around me and I have to walk through them to get out of here. They should have had me design this section. I am going to keep looking behind my shoulder though, because I do not want any surprises from them. What the hell's back there? Is that a secret? It looks like a secret. No, it looks like it was just a draw distance thing, like I wasn't able to show that there were a bunch of rocks right over here. What the hell? Okay, that was weird. I thought I clipped through the world for a second. I can't wait to see the speed runs of this game where people are like, if you jump on top of the Popat and then look through the Popat at the same time, your velocity goes to maximum and you clip through the entire world. Really looking forward to seeing those sorts of videos start going up at some point in the future. Big fan of speed runs, so I will gladly watch this one when it goes up on AGDQ, probably this summer. You're not gonna tell me that this game isn't gonna just get speed run to hell and back. I mean, it has collectible stuff and like puzzles. Like this is just like speed run bait as far as I'm concerned. Okay, nothing's behind me except for a torch. So far be it for me to let a torch go unyelled at. So I'm gonna try and see if I can influence its luminescence qualities here. And I'm afraid that I cannot. Unless there are some avenues of exploration that I have not gone down. And I can't go back, so that sucks, but we'll hope that this isn't one of those games that locks you out of going backwards just because you progressed too far into it. Considering I haven't found a way to go back to where I began in a lot of this stuff, it might be something of that nature, but who knows, maybe there's an overworldly aspect to it that I just haven't found yet. Alright, so my character is a huge fan of windmills and pterodactyls. Are they behind me? No, but I mean, ostensibly, yes, they are behind me. Yeah, okay. Let's, probably ought to consider moving forward at this point. Hey, I got an achievement for doing that. Lighten up. Your achievement is lit many lights. So I'm gonna keep doing this, but I did get an achievement for yelling at a bunch of torches in this game, so that's kind of nice. I also can't yell at this one, weirdly enough. Maybe that's it. Maybe you only have to. Maybe you can only light a certain amount, and the game's like, yeah, we're taking that skill away from you at this point. I wonder if my kid's still scared as shit. Nah, he's back to being cool with life. Yeah, if I were him, I'd be looking towards the future too. Well then, hello, filter. Bit of a rough angle on this game, huh? Boy, it sure gets like kind of very confused as you go back and forth through the. Wow, that is a clip. Cool. So, let's see about continuing to explore this area. Is that Edward Munch's The Scream over there? Yeah, that's clearly what that is. He's also wearing a necklace made out of carrots. Oh, there's the windmills that we saw earlier, lit all up on the things. And it turns out they were windmills, so I was I was correct in my assessment of what that was. Now I'm going to, before I get too wrapped up in playing with balls, I'm gonna pop over into the side area as per usual and see if I can find anything. So, indeed, I have found a thing. God, what if I turned around and there was just one of those black, like, scary face things just standing right there, like you're not gonna be able to leave. Yeah, I can no longer yell at torches, so I guess the game literally just wants you to yell at a specific amount of torches, and then it's like, no more and no less. Okay, yep. I can't even yell at these vasen anymore, so... What is the plural of vase, anyway? I don't know. I'm gonna head back over to that ball thing, though, because I believe I've more or less cleared this area out. Vases? Vases? Vases just sounds like I'm speaking German with a really, really bad German. Like I'm supposed to be saying like was ist das, but I'm too drunk to finish it. Alright, so I'm at a giant ball. I'm gonna play with the ball next time. Thank you very much for watching. We'll pick this up again.